What's up you guys? Tonight I'm going to be doing a Disney themed video for you guys. I'm going to do like a mini series of this. And tonight I'm going to be filming, I've got something stuck in my side of my leg. Tonight I'm going to be doing my top 10 favourite childhood Disney films. So it was hard to put 10 and I tried to remember. But these are the ones that I watched when I was little, so let's just get started. Okay, so my number 10 would be Toy Story 1 and 2. So not 3 or the recent one 4, and that's because they weren't out when I was a kid. The third one came out when I was like 11, and then the new one obviously came out last year. I remember I didn't have them on DVD, but my friend did, my best friend. So every time we were at hers we would watch it. Not every time, but you know, every opportunity I wanted to, I did, you know, 2 kids of Coke. And I remember our flight was delayed and my nana had bought me both Toy Story films, and I think the third one didn't come out by then. The Toy Story 1 and 2 on DVD box set, and because our flight was delayed, she was going to give it to me when we got to our place where we were staying, but because our flight was delayed and I was having a bit of a paddy and I had my portable with me and I was cranky, I didn't know what I wanted to do, so she surprised me with both films. Do you guys think that your toys would like come to life when you were at school or when you were out or something like that? Because I know I did. And I had a Buzz Lightyear, and I had a Woody, I had a Slinky Dog, I had all the gang pretty much. My number 9 is Finding Nemo. Now this one came out when I was like when I was a toddler, so I was pretty young. And when this came out, it was popular. But I know for a fact that most people liked this movie as when they were younger, and I know I did. In fact, when I was about, I think 6, my mum bought me a goldfish or a clownfish, and I named it Nemo. And then, yeah, I just loved it. I don't know if I wanted to put this Mickey Mouse cartoons into the top 10, I guess, but I did like them. So from the Mickey Mouse films to the clips of him, you know, like how Disney did short films of Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, Daisy, Pluto, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, you know, that sort of thing. Loved all of Mickey Mouse's films. I thought they were hilarious to this day actually, and they were all hand drawn and from my heart pretty much. 7 is Homeward Bound 1 and 2, but specifically number 2. Now this one came out in the 90s, and it's about 3 pets who get lost. The first one, the pets, if I can remember it correctly, they got lost somewhere, I don't know, and then they had to find their way home. Second one's the same, except they were going on holiday, the whole family, and bringing their pets on an aeroplane. And Chance, I think it wasn't a French bulldog, he was like a bulldog, I think, not a bulldog, but it was like something similar to a bulldog. And he freaked out that, you know, they were going on a plane. He didn't know what it was, but the big engines and that freaked him out. So he got them lost in San Francisco in California, and they had to try and make their way back home, and it's so sweet, the movie. Number 6 is Lilo and Stitch. Again, something that I've watched to this day. Stitch is so cute. I think Lilo and Stitch is one of the films that every little kid from the 2000s really liked, especially me. I don't know. Everybody knows the story of Lilo and Stitch. If you haven't, go and check it out. I don't have it on DVD. I wish I did. I'm going to get it for Christmas. It's going to be on my list. But I love Elvis Presley, and that's thanks to my dad. Hi Dad, if you're watching this, thanks for making me obsessed with Elvis. And this movie, if you watched it before, you would know everything is pretty much about Elvis. Soundtrack. Number 5 is a movie that I watched maybe a couple of 100 times as a kid, and that is Cinderella. Now I remember liking this movie, and also I'm gonna like slash it up here with Alice in Wonderland. I don't know why I like that movie, because that movie I don't even want to rewatch it. And don't even get me started on the remake. Don't even get me started on that shit. Alice in Wonderland came out around about the same time, and obviously before I was born. But there were such amazing movies, and no, it was Wendy, wasn't it? That has the same voice as Alice. Anyway, by the way, just a little side note. When I was little, and when I got into like early teens, I really wanted to be a Disney princess, either at Disney World, like, you know, acting around with kids, or a voice of a Disney character, or a Disney princess. I really wanted to do it, but I don't have the voice for the Disney princess, and I didn't continue my acting career. I mean, I did acting as like a little kid, not acting, but not childhood acting, but I did like drama groups and stuff like that. If you want me to do story times, comment down below. But yeah, overall, Cinderella and Alice in Wonderland were one of my favourites, and I had the Cheshire Cat toy, and I love cats so much. I have a cat, and this Cheshire Cat, I used to, before bed, I used to put him at the bottom of my bed, and I used to treat the Cheshire Cat as a real cat. Number 4 is Aladdin. Kind of like with Finding Nemo, I didn't have the movie, but my friend did. I think I had like a copy of it on VHS, but obviously I think it was from when 2006, 2007 they got out of fashion, VHS tapes, and, you know, DVDs started to come into fashion, I guess. And I didn't like Disney princesses as a little kid, so I don't know why. I'm quite surprised that 4 of them on this list are Disney princess films. I wasn't obsessed. I had a Cinderella dress, and I think that's it. And a Belle, I think I had Belle, and then Ariel I think I had as a Disney dress, but I would hardly wear them because I wasn't into that shit. But the soundtrack of Aladdin, I didn't really like as a little kid because I didn't understand it. But now as an adult, I love Disney soundtrack. Number 3 is The Little Mermaid. Now, Ariel's my second favourite Disney princess of all time. And when I was in a pool or in the sea on holiday or something like that, or even in the bathtub, I would literally play Little Mermaid. I used to like attach my feet together, you know, like how you can do that, and then I used to pretend to swim. And I had a Ariel Barbie doll when I was little, that mermaid doll that would swim, and I had Flounder, Sebastian, and like, you know, like rubber duck type things, and I would use to like reenact the scenes. That's what I did with most of my favourite Disney films when I was little, especially the top 3. But yeah. And again, like with Aladdin, I didn't like the soundtrack that much. Beauty and the Beast was one of my favourites. Didn't like the soundtrack, hated the soundtrack. I don't know why. I hated like pretty much most of the soundtracks of these films. I think it was just because I didn't understand what it was or whatever, but anyway. Yeah, so Belle was my favourite princess of all time. Always have been. Maybe because we had the same coloured hair. I think that might be something to do with it. I don't know. The only scene I didn't like in Beauty and the Beast when I was little is the West Wing scene, you know, when Belle goes into the West Wing, and I didn't like it. I've got the movie right here. Showcase it. Yeah, so I'd literally, like, every time that scene came on, I would hide under the covers and nothing to do with anybody. I liked it, Beauty and the Beast, and I used to reenact quite a lot of the scenes. And I had like the dolls and stuff, not Barbie dolls, but I had like figurines like this small. I think I have like, I know it's a Christmas tree ornament, but I know this is not Belle either, but I have something like similar to this, apart from not Christmas tree ornament, and I'll just like play with them, like reenact the scenes. Yeah, love Beauty and the Beast. My number 1 is The Lion King. I kind of gave it away here, haven't I? That's my favourite Disney film from when I was little, so yeah. So you might be thinking, what the heck, Amy, why The Lion King? I don't know. I think it was my first Disney film that I ever saw, like, on VHS. But anyway, and I loved The Lion King. To this day, I love The Lion King. I love the animal. It had animals in it, and I've always loved animals. I mean, come on. For my birthday, I got Lion King socks. I went to see The Lion King at Disneyland Paris last year. And I'm not going to get everything like I've got around me, but trust me, I have a lot of Lion King. Especially in my room. I've just chucked Dopey over there. But yeah, so I did like the soundtrack quite a bit. Not when I was little though, but now I do. I did my favourite scene in The Lion King was the Circle of Life scene, you know, where Simba gets lifted. I used to reenact all the scenes in this film. Me and my cousins used to do it. I used to be Simba, she used to be Nala, and we would like reenact like the scenes. It was so cool. Like I would literally put on the Lion King just to like watch the Circle of Life scene, and I'd like lift up like any of my toys pretty much. I'd like lift them up to the sky and pretend the baby Simba, and loved it. And that is my top 10 favourite Disney films as of when I was a child. So next video, which I'm going to film right now, just warning you guys, and that is my top 10 Disney films now. Thanks for watching, bye.